Hello, I'm Bishop Simeon B. Hall. I pray you are blessed by today's devotion. In that book of beginnings, we find that interesting text, Genesis 1:27. It reads, So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. It is noteworthy that the word created stands out three times in this single verse. Create here in its original meaning points to bringing into existence that which did not exist before. He created them. This is clearly the Christian position that opposes gradual development or an evolutionary process. Atheism, in addition to the present culture of disease, death, and despair, must not push us to cheapen our reverence for the sanctity of life. What makes human life sacred? What worth and value must we attach to all human life? Most psychiatrists will tell you that murder, abortion, and abuse are perpetrated by persons that are influenced by a low degraded estimate of human life. You must allow your Christian development to cause you to have a higher and nobler view of who you are as a person made in the image of God. Do your present circumstances give your life its highest definition? Does the size of your house or material achievements define you as a person? What is the highest quality that defines you as you? For most of us, the worth and value we place on our individual life or the life of others is based on race, social status, class, or even political party association. But worth and value are stamped on all human beings. We believe that the highest degree of sacredness is given to the first man because he, unlike the animals, was created to reflect and represent God. The highest form of creation is not the things created. That's why you shouldn't worship them. Nor is man the highest goal of creation. God created all things, and even Adam, for his own glory. Man is made by God and given God's image. The narrative continues that God and the created Adam were so close, so united, that they walked in the garden in the cool of the day. I wish that the writers had said just a little more about Adam walking with God than following Eve in the garden. The Spirit of God in man has been distorted, damaged, but not beyond the Maker's reach or repair. The Spirit of God in man, the soul of man, is what makes the human being so incalculable, sacred, and of worth. You are sacred because you have a soul. Indeed, you are a soul. As you listen to this meditation, with all your bumps and bruises, you are a soul. You have a conscience. When a person dies, his body parts can be sold for hundreds of thousands, but he has a soul. He has a spirit. The spirit in you is the stamp of sacredness on your humanity. So much in our culture diminishes the sanctity of human life, but only human life has the capacity to reflect God. Yes, the worst person, the drunkard, the prostitute, still has God stamped on his spirit. As a believer, you must see yourself reflecting God and bearing his image. Do not bow to your flesh and your past sins, but lean more on your inner self. Your spirit is what keeps you. and gives you wealth as the human person. You were deliberately planned. You're not an accident. You were specifically designed and lovingly positioned on this earth by a master creator. Your life, as all life, is sacred. My closing point, to encourage all who hear this word today to see all humans as bearing the sacred seal which the Creator God has put upon him or her. First, see yourself as made in the likeness and image of God. Yes, you bear some of God in you. And then you see yourself, and you can grow to allow some godly characteristics to be shown in your life. God's indwelling spirit is your companion. Extend that. Extend that value and worth to any and all persons you meet. To observe, honor, and regard all other humans as a sacred fellow human will radically transform our Bahamas and our broken world. All life is sacred. Let that sacred, godly part of you see and encourage the sacredness, their worth in others. This present pandemic of sickness and death does not cause us to see people as lower than we ought to. We ought to lift them as we lift ourselves and give them value because they, like us, are sacred because God made them so. God bless you. Share this with someone else and be blessed.